very much whitish. And is that so? I will try to look at this is one. The posterior part, because of the fetal movement, not exactly, right? Might be something, but I'm not sure even that this is a
Tôi cũng không dám chắc là có chắc lắm.
but it might be intraventricular hemorrhage or something.
Cô vẫn nhắc đi nhắc lại vấn đề là một sự thay đổi hoàn toàn đột ngột trong thay đổi trong vòng 10 ngày. Cái điều này thì đối với những ai mà
I told you that somewhat oncogenic, but it is not so I'm not sure if this is a bleeding where and how. I don't know. But anyway, there is a completely different from the days ago. So here, most probably, this is the Sylvia Fisher. And the one is mostly okay, but the others here is very abnormal. This one is much better than 10 days ago. But still, that this brain is bigger than the other, and this ventricle is bigger than the other, and somewhat abnormal the Sylvia Fisher. So it might be one of the MCD, the malformations of cortical development, but I'm not sure the reason. So I think that this is the all I can do today, and maybe the waiting for the result of the chromosome.
Tôi nghĩ là tôi cũng gọi là đã cố gắng làm tất cả những gì có thể trong ngày hôm nay rồi.
Frontal what?
Có lẽ chúng ta cũng cần phải chia sẻ việc di chuyển.
Frontal of the frontal. Okay, this way.
Cái này chia cho bộ như này.
Giáo sư Tăng Sĩ đang nói là cũng có thể gặp một số xuất huyết não thận và ở cái vị trí ở trên cái chỗ nào đây rất di chuyển
It might be.
cũng có thể liên quan đến sự tắc nghẽn. Và thường thì nếu mà có thì nó sẽ có
I
một
think
sừng
you
trán.
are completely right, because here you can see is here,
Bây giờ thì cô
right?
đang muốn
So you
phân tích lại
are
cái sừng trán.
suspecting here the breathing, right? Maybe,
Có
and
thể
then
có xuất huyết.
yeah, perfectly normal 10 days ago, but today, and there's the evidence here. You can see this is the Tom is expecting he is speculating that there's some kind of the breathing here, right?
Có thể có cái
Here you can see in
ở cái vùng các
here.
bạn có thể thấy tôi đang chỉ lên màn hình.
You can see this is the line of the between
Đây là cái line.
this is the line of the border between the subgrade and the zone.
Vùng ranh giới vùng
And however, here you can see this is a pretty abnormal, right? So it might be, the tone may be right, and here is the some kind of the breathing, but I'm not quite sure why the right ventricle, the breathing is going inside or not. I'm not quite sure, but somewhat, there's something occurs, around here, and because of that, this enlargement of the unilateral ventriculomegaly occurs. So maybe this one is quite abnormal. Usually, that this is like this. That this is 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1, and this is also 1 versus 1. However, this is somewhat the very thick here, and I don't think this is a thin separate here. That this is because of something happened inside of here. So maybe the most the things, the feature we can speculate is the hemorrhage. So the Tom, you are right. Most probably, that this is the hemorrhage, and then if this is the hemorrhage, maybe the next week, the several days later, maybe the different morphology you can get. Okay. So thank you very much for your cooperation, Tom, and
tức là trong cái lần bạn là phải kiểm tra lại trong vòng vài ba ngày tới.
all right. So do you have any questions from the floor? So we look at the very, very interesting cases today also, and we have one MCD, and this is somewhat MCD, but that this might be something like ventriculomegaly with a hemorrhage.
Một cái khác thì
So,
có vẻ như là cũng có SCD nhưng mà với cái đặc điểm
that
là
is
nó
any questions?
có xuất huyết tại cái cây của cô đang làm.
So the fetal neurosonogram, as you can see, is a team effort. So Professor Pooh is doing, he has only 2 hands. So what I did behind the curtain, I pushed the bottom of the baby down, and then Professor Pooh flexed and extended the head,
Sau đó thì kể cả bản thân
apply the volume data. Because usually, for me anyway, the second trimester is a challenge because the head, if you push it, the head can
đối với kinh nghiệm của giáo sư Cao Sinh cũng là
It's not like the third trimester. The third trimester, the head is high weight segment. But in the second trimester, usually I push the bottom of the baby down. The operator will just do the fine adjustment. So just so you know that it's a team.
Actually, I am doing the transvaginal ultrasound, and always, my assistant is beside me, okay? And she's manipulating the panel of the ultrasound, and I do concentrate on taking the 3D, and also, my left hand is
tay phải là
the pushing sometimes the positioning the fetal head to the right position for the transvaginal ultrasound. So maybe that today, maybe this course you can manipulate with the image on the viewpoint, and but thinking about you have to acquire this image, right? So you are not the radiologist. The radiologist, they are doing the MRI or CT, but they order the patient that don't breathe like this, right? So stay there, and okay, don't breathe. Okay, like that. But then after that they read each images, right? But you today, like a radiologist, but the thinking about you have to take the image. Okay, so the taking image is the first step. Okay, I told you 3 steps. First step is acquire the image. So acquire the image. Maybe that you can have a look at the. Sometimes it is very easy. Sometimes it is very difficult to get image. And also that it was very helpful. The tongue support, and he's looking at, and sometimes the baby was floating up, so that he pushed from the fingers. So sometimes there is a very helpful and support, and so maybe that you have to think about how to acquire the image, and then if you can get the image, maybe that you can call the expert, that you can send me the image or volume, and then I can evaluate and then get you back, right? So most important thing is acquire the image. Yeah. And always that you have to use your left hand to manipulate your fingers. Okay, thank you very much. And okay, so maybe that we can have only 5 minutes, but